Everyone, January 11th. Let's see what we have. Check if a parentheses string can be valid. Parenthesis string is a non-empty string consists of only left and right parentheses. It is valid if any of the following condition is true. It is this. It can be written as AB, where A and B are valid. It can be written as this, and A is valid. You are given a parentheses string S and a string locked. Both of length n. Locked is a binary string consisting of only 0 and 1s. For each index I of locked, if locked I is 1, you cannot change S1, Si. But if locked I is 0, you can change Si to either left or right. Return true if you can make S a valid parentheses string, otherwise return false. Now, whether it's valid or not is you'll go through and see like this. You have a left, right, or counter, this and this, right? So this is not a valid one, and we'll have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So to make it valid, we just need to pair them up. So it can go from right to left. So when you see is 4, can we turn 4? Yes, we can, because 4 is a 0, so this one is good. Can we turn 0? 0 is good, so this one is possible. Single one, it cannot. So basically, we'll do the stack, and when we do the stack, we'll push two things. Actually, no, we just push the indices, right? We push the index, and at the end of the day, we'll have some stuff, right? Some stuff, and depending on what we have. So if I see a left at the end, right? Well, first of all, the remaining must be even. If the remaining is odd, then it's not possible, right? So that's one condition. It has to be even. And then if it's even, then we need to see if we can match them up, right? Okay, we need to match them up. And how do we check if we can match them up? We can go from, let's say if we come from left to right. So if we see the leftmost is a right parentheses, then that must be wrong. We must turn this. So if this one it cannot go, then it'll be bad. So basically we do another round, right? So we do a stack, so we get this, right? We check its length, and then we'll go one by one. So the first one, we'll see, oh, if it's this, then we'll change it, right? And then we check the next one. If the next one, so basically so it's lit like this, right? So this one I have to change. The next one will look previous. Right? We have to look previous because we need to make the first one also good. Because I'm thinking, would it be possible? It's not possible. If it's this, that means everybody is gonna be a left parentheses. So to make it work, some of them need to be a right parentheses, but it depends on which one you're allowed to make into a right parentheses. Because it could be, can make these right parentheses, and you can do then this does not have to be matched with this, right? That's basically the idea. It doesn't have to be matched. So maybe what we need to do is after we get this, right, we know their indices, and we do another round of stack. So when we do stack, if it's a variable, which means we can turn into anything, and then we just instead of pushing, we can push, let's say we'll push a star. That means it's all good, right? And then if it's next one, if it's not good, then we have to push it by itself. Right, by itself. So if it's a right parenthesis and then we see a star, then we can pop it. If it's a left parenthesis, we just have to leave it there, right? And then we can push another star, right? Now we push a star. We can choose, right? That's the thing. Do we choose to make it good, or do we wait? Because a star means it can be any, right? It can be any. Now the thing is, if you don't use the star, and you say, well, save it, and then the next one comes in, let's say it's this, right? I think we have to use it. Because whenever we have a right parentheses coming in that doesn't have any matching, then it's going to be fail, right? If I have a left parentheses, we can wait. I will wait, and then if I have a star, no, that's the thing. If I have a star, do we just use the star to get rid of one of the left parentheses? If we don't get rid of one of the left parentheses, and then we have a right parentheses come in, and we have to save the right parentheses, right? Then we save it. Then, yeah, I think we should use it as soon as possible. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Basically, we will do 2 rounds of stack. That's what I'm thinking right now. 2 rounds. The first round will... Actually, the first round, we can already do the star, right? We go here, it's a star, so we push a star. And now we go here, it's a right parentheses. And we check if it's a left or if it's a star. Right? Yeah, so when we push it in, it has to be a left. Or it has to, so it's a left or a star. We'll push it in. Right? So the only one that we need to worry is it's a right and it's a 1. Yeah. So we have stack. T. Vector. Pretty sure it has, but not very confident. Si is equal to a left parentheses or locked I is equal to a 0, then while no, not while, because I would just pop once. basically in this situation, we say stack dot pushback I. Do you even need a stack? I don't think I need a stack. I think a stack will work. All we need to do is stack plus plus. So we have something, right, in the stack. Else, it's a right parenthesis cannot change. Right, else if stack is equal to 0, then we will return false immediately. Else, then we say stack minus minus. Oh. Count the number of left parentheses and unlocked positions as we go through, as each time a right parentheses shows up, we check whether there is any left or flexible parentheses to counter it. If we don't have any reserve for countering, it is not possible. Convert S into a valid string, parentheses string. All right, let's see. You look ready. I am going to try to see if this one works. The hell? Saying return true on the wrong position. Oh, this one. All right, how do we deal with this edge case of only a single? It is a flexible. So this is a flexible, right? Oh, at the end, we should check stack is equal to 0. Because it shouldn't have anything left. Oh, that's also not right. We can't have, oh, I know. Right, it has to be even. So if it's a left parentheses, and it's a flexible, we put it. And then it's a right parentheses, and then that will pop, right? So at the end, it will bunch of left parentheses and, that's actually not right. Because what if we have a star and the left parentheses? In this case, it's going to be count as correct, right? So what we need to do is, yeah, so what if we throw 2 left parentheses, right? 2 left parentheses. In your case, stack plus plus, stack plus plus. So we have stack. And what do we do? Let me think. Regularly this is false because at the end there should be nothing left in a stack, right? Yeah, there should be nothing left in the stack. Now because of the flexible, we don't know. Maybe we still need. Yeah, maybe we still need a stack. We still need a stack. So basically we say if yeah, we put it in, and yeah, so the first round we'll get rid of all the right parentheses, make sure all the hard-coded right parentheses will be alright, and then once it's done we'll run through this one more time from right to left, right, from right to left. So the rightmost we could go left, it's fine. What we say is, if we can deal with it, we should deal with it immediately, right? I wonder if there's an easier way. Alright, so we only have left parentheses and flexible. So if we go right to left, right? We go from right to left, the rightmost must be a right parentheses. So if the rightmost is a left parentheses, it's a bad. So actually, yes, whenever we just go, right to left we go, and we find the hard code left parentheses, all we need to guarantee is this: any hard-coded left parentheses can be handled, right? That's all we need. If it can be handled, then we'll be good. So we can go from right to left, we scan, we find the left parentheses, and then we need to count how many stars we have. As long as we have more than one star on the right, this one can be handled. And we keep searching, and we find another one. We see how many we have, right? Yep. I think I just need to go from right to left one more time, and then but what if you have a star at the beginning? If you have a star at the beginning, okay, so we have another idea. So we do have to use a stack, unfortunately. So let's do vector. Okay, let's put stack back. Let's also probably use char. Okay, so if locked is this stack dot push back, locked we will push back okay, stack dot push back, we'll do a star. Okay, else if si equal to left parentheses, okay, then stack dot push back left parentheses, else so the one is a right parentheses, right parentheses, then we shall say else if stack dot size is larger than 0, then stack dot have pop back, right? So we pop back. Else stack size is equal to 0, so I have nothing. We have nothing to pop. Now we return false here. All right, so we go through this. We get a stack which consists of right or left parentheses or star, and then we can say count flexible. Okay, then we go from right to left, int I equal to stack dot size minus 1, I large equal to 0, and I minus minus, right? So we say if stack I equal to a left parentheses, okay, and now if it's a left parentheses, if count flexible is equal to 0, that will return false. So we have a left parentheses, but we don't have any of the flexible to pair with it, so that will become false. Otherwise, if we have, then this one will be minus minus. We'll remove it, right? So else will be count flexible plus plus. So this will remove all the left hard-coded parentheses. Now, when this is done, we'll be left with just a star. So now, what we need to do is just say this mod 2 shall equal to 0. If it's even number, then we'll be good. If it's odd number, then we'll never be good. So I'll redo this. So basically we say go from left to right on S to eliminate all inflexible right parentheses. Yeah. Then this will generate a stack of left parentheses and flexible marker. Then go from right to left on the stack to remove all inflexible left parentheses. At the end, we will have the number of flexible markers left. If during this process, if at any time during this process a right parentheses cannot be matched by anything in the stack, that is, the stack is empty, we return false. Right? This is if at any time during the process an inflexible left has no flexible markers to its right, we return false. We return false if the number of flexible markers is odd. All right, so all right, let's try this. Oh, I think I did this. This one should be put in the bottom. Wait, did I put it inside? Oh my lord, this is not right. There we go. Alright, so basically two paths. One path to deal with the right parentheses and one path to deal with the left parentheses. Okay, see if this one's right. Looks solid. Okay, I mean, see. +1 with left, -1 with right. That is a good idea. +1 for left, -1 for right. I mean, definitely if we're, I'm not sure if the lock or unlock. So like what type of number should we assign if it's unlocked, right? Because if we just have the S and there's no locked string, like this one doesn't exist, then yes, the plus minus will work. But now we have this lock or unlock, which means at these positions, it can be either, right? It doesn't have to be a left. Like the first position is a left parentheses, is a right parentheses, and then, but we can't assign a number to it because it can be a left, right? That's the kind of the little tricky part of this. It can be either a left or right, so you don't know exactly what to attach. So you have to assign it like some type of marker to note that, okay, this one is currently a undetermined, right? It's undetermined. And it's also, to me, a little bit difficult to decide which one, because the undetermined can be matched with anything, right? So I was drawing on this situation. I have a right, I have a left, and we have undetermined, and I have a right, and then maybe something else down the line. Now in this situation, this undetermined, this flexible one, I can make it to match with this one, right? I can change it to a right, so I can match with the left, or I can change it to match with the right. So that's another one that I don't know, like which one I shall match first. But of course, in this scenario, whatever I wrote, I prioritize the right parentheses. So anytime when this happens, I'm actually matching with this one first. I'm matching with the right parentheses first. Hold a second. Yes, I am doing it pretty deterministic. But hold on, I'm doing it pretty deterministic. You know what? I'm gonna submit it first. Let's see if it passes. And probably we can make it faster. Okay, this doesn't even write. Okay, so we have issues. Oh Lord. Yeah, because I feel like I am doing deterministically to handle the right first. Apparently this is not right. Oh my goodness, this is way too much. Oh. Okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna handle this. Jesus. Alright, usually when this happens, I'll try to cut it in half, but I'm not sure if it's the right decision. Okay, let's see if we cut it in half. Do we still get 2 wrongs? Damn it, the second one is correct. So, yeah, that ain't right. Can we just remove, let's say, the first half? Oh, that'll be tough. Alright. Let me think. It probably is something like this, right? And because I'm doing deterministically, which means for each right parentheses I see, right? For each right parentheses I see, I will, you know what? Let me just, let's print out this stack. I'll have a better idea. Let's debug this thing. I think we should debug it. It will be easy to debug because it's only 2 strings. On 1 string, 2 strings. So the first string is this. Okay. And we also have locked. Alright, let's take a look. Let's just see what we got. Okay, why this one is wrong. Let's change this into can be valid. This is going to be S, this is going to be locked. Okay. Right, let's compile it. Oh, 2025, January 25, January 12th. Oh, I need to change his name. I need to change his name. Oh, I should. Okay, hold on. Let's remove this whole thing. 2024, 12 challenge. Main. Alright, I'll remove it. And I see why I. Okay, yeah, that's fine, it's fine. Let's move it to 2025. 01 challenge. I think the reason I need to put it inside is because if I do F5 here. Oh, that's surprising. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. Hold on. I should put in the root. Okay, let me C-line it again and compile it again. So when I compile, I just do put just main and C++. Okay, and then here I just do main. There we go. That's good, but I forgot to put the breakpoint. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Okay, what the hell is happening? Let's move this up. We don't need all this. All I need is this local values. So I have S, I have locked, we have stack of size 24. What does it look like? Bunch of left, a bunch of this. Okay, so the answer is true, but I'm saying false. Oh, because the last one I put in is the left parentheses. That's why. Holy guacamole. So what this means is, you know what? I probably have to just go through the whole thought. Like, I have a left and a right. I probably put this as a left, a star. Oh. All right. I think we need to just go through this manually. All right, so we start with, it's gonna be a left. How are you gonna go through this manually, man? There's like so many. Oh, there's so many. Like seriously, there are so many. How do you know which one is which? So basically, we have a left, we have a star, right? The third one is a right, and I consume this one immediately. Okay, so I consume this one immediately. Next, we have a left and right, and then a right, I become a star, and a right, I consume it immediately, and a left, that's you get two left. Maybe we can do a step by step here. Hold on, let's cancel this. Yeah, let's go through them one by one. All right, so we're gonna build it one by one. Let's kind of take a look. So the first one is a left. So I put the left in, okay, done. Next one is a right, but it's a 0, so I push this in, that's good. The next one is a right, and then stack size is larger than 0, and I'll pop it. Yeah, I use this. Next is 3. Oof. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, at a certain point I'm gonna get confused. Hold on. Let's use char foo is si. So I just need to see what it is. Locked I. That's all. I just need to see. All right. Okay, so left, there we know to be left. And there's a 0, so it's going to be a star. It's going to be a right parenthesis, so I consume the star. Okay. Next is a left. I push it in. Right, and now it's 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. And 4 is a right, so I immediately pop it. 5, it should be a star. 6, yep, consume the star. Yep. 7 is left. Okay, 7 is a left. 8 is a star. 9 is a left. No, 9 is a star. 9 is a star. It's probably somewhere around here. 10 is a star. 11. So 11 will consume a star. It probably is around here. So I consume a star. 12. I have no idea where I am. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have a bunch of left. 16 is right. No, 16 is also. 17. 18. 18 is here. Okay, 19. Okay, 20. Pop. 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh my god. All of them are star. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, pop 1, 33. Okay, where's 33? 0, 1, 2, 3, 33, the left parentheses. 34, right will pop. 35, 36, 37. Okay. 38, 39. Oh, I see. 39. Is a hard, is non-stop. So interesting. Oh, so what you're saying is, what if I just keep popping the left as we go? Because here we are only considering the right, we're not popping the left. Right, so what we want is to keep as many stars as possible. Because when I have a right, I will be able to pop. Right? And if I have a left, I need to keep as many stars to its right, which means I do not want a left to happen. Yeah, whenever a left happens, I want to pop it. So so I'll push the left in. Okay. So if I have a star, I'll pop the left. If there's no left, yeah, we make sure that we only have stars in the. We'll make sure we only have stars in the stack. So here's what I'm gonna do. If it's a 0, we'll push this. Actually, no. Hold on. Let me think again. So what if we, what if we have two things? We say left and flex. There's a count of both. Okay. So if I say if locked I is equal to 0, right? Then we say flexible plus plus. Actually, if left larger than 0, then left minus minus. Else flex plus plus. Okay, if it's currently is a flexible. If I have a left, then I pop it. If I don't have a left, add to the flux. Else if SI is equal to a left parentheses, then we just say left plus plus, okay? Else, that means SI is a right parentheses. Then we just need to check, right? As long as we have a flexible or we have a left, then we always will win. But that depends on which one is first, right? Yeah, depending on which one is first. If it's a left parentheses, I prefer to pop the left parentheses. So we do have to, we still need to use, damn it. I think we still need a stack. So if locked I is equal to 0, and then we say if stack.empty, if stack is not empty, right, and stack.size minus 1 is equal to a left parentheses, right? So current is a 0, and then at the top of the stack is a left parentheses. Then we say stack.pop back, right? Else it's not a left parentheses, and then we say stack.push back, we put a star, right? Else if it's the left, then stack.push back a left parentheses. Else, so it's a right, right? If it's a right, then we say if stack.empty, return false. Otherwise stack.pop back. So we'll do this, and what we return is stack.size mod 2. So in this case, we handle both left and right. So go through S and pop and push the flexible marker and the left parentheses in a stack. We aim to pop the left parentheses as early as possible, right? And a counter, right, the right parentheses as much as possible. The goal is to keep the S of the stack as filled with the flex markers. Keep that holding only the flex markers. At the end, as long as we have even count of flex markers in the stack, we can return true. Alright, so this is a different solution. Okay, let's try it. It's not as trivial as I thought. I thought it's pretty simple. We need to reset test case, add a new one. Let's see if it works. Oh, the last one still doesn't work. Even with the flexibility. How? I'm popping them as much as I can. Oh. Shit. Shit. Yep, that's correct. It cannot do it this way. Because immediately, oh my god. Yeah, you handle the first two and then the third one goes. But then if you bias towards the right parentheses is also not going to work. If you bias towards the right parentheses, you have a bunch of left. Yeah, and at the end, you have issue of a star. Right? So the problem is here. If you bias towards the right parentheses, this is a left. And then you have a flexible. Then you have a right. And if bias towards the right, then you use this left, use this flexible, then you have a left. Now how should you handle this? Well, you should handle it just like this, right? This one can be handled. Maybe it should be, if you have flexible in the left, and if it's a right parentheses coming in, set it to flexible. Yeah, it is the issue of a left, a flexible, and a right. So where should the flexible go? If the flexible go left, so the left, flexible, right. If I go left, then nothing can handle the right. Yeah, this is a situation we need to handle. How do we do this? We have a left, we have a flexible, and then we have a right. What do we do? Exactly, what do we do? Well, we can say we want to bias towards the right. But if we bias towards the right, and if there's nothing more left, we count. If it's a right parentheses, we will count how many is on the left. Count. I shouldn't count. If it's a right parentheses and then we have a left, okay, we say in that situation we definitely pop. If it's a left flexible right, we'll leave it be. Leave it be. Leave it be. I don't know about that. Leave it be. I don't know about that. It's basically just like if because you can bias to the right. You bias to the right, then you have a empty left hanging in the air. If you bias towards the left, you might have an empty right hanging in the air. But it's less likely to have an empty right hanging in the air, right? So you have a left, you have a star, you have a right, then you need to decide. So you look to the left if it's a star and a left. So you say, if I bias towards the left, do we have more to handle me? If we do, then we do it. If we don't, then I'll leave the left parentheses. Do you think this will work? So basically, each time we hit a right parentheses, and we'll check the one to the left, right, in the stack. If it's a star, then we'll check one more, right? If it's if we have this pattern, right? So we are currently, this is our current one. If the previous one pattern is a left and a star, right? If the previous one is a left and a star, then we need to see if we have more. Or, you know what? That's actually even better. We don't really have to check. All we need to check is the total length, right? So, yeah, I need to check. I check these two. If we only have one, if we have 0, that's bad. If I have 1, we just pop. If I have 2, we check what they are, right? We check if it's this. If it's not this pattern, then we just pop it. Like if it's this, then we pop it. If it's this, we pop it, right? And if it's this, then we don't pop yet, right? So it can only be 3 situations. This, okay, all this. If this, then we pop, right? So 4 situations. Those 3, we all pop. This we don't pop yet. We'll check if there's anything to the left. If there is thing to the left, then we will not pop this for this, but we'll pop these 2, and then we'll pop this. But what if it's this? Dear Lord. Well, if this if it's this situation, then we pop this, then we come back to this, right? Then we need to check again. Do we need to, right? We check again. We need to pop this. And yeah, we just keep checking. We just do 2. We check if we have more. We have more, we pop it. And then we check if it's still the same pattern. Then we'll check if there's nothing more, right? If there's nothing left, then we'll bias towards the right. We pop the right parentheses. We leave the left. It's getting more and more convoluted, you know. I feel like we are getting further and further from what it's supposed to be. Oh, Okay, so basically, if it's a 0, I'll pop. No, no, I don't pop. So I only consider popping when it's a right parentheses. Dear me, this is gonna delete everything. Okay, so we say if say locked I is equal to 0. Okay, then we say stack dot pushback. We do the flexible. Else if locked I is equal to a left parentheses. Okay, then we say stack dot pushback a left parentheses. Okay, that's good. Now else it's a right parentheses. Okay, then we need to check back. So first of all, if stack dot empty, return false. Easy peasy. We cannot handle the situation. If we have things, right? If we have things, we say if stack dot okay, so it shall be while the stack size is larger than 2, I'll check back both because I need a pattern. Which means if it's smaller or equal to 2, right? So we can say if stack dot size is smaller or equal to 2, then we simply pop, right? Smaller or equal to 2, not pop. Else, so it's larger than 2, then we need to check back on the previous 2 patterns. So say while maybe we can do a while. So while stack dot size is larger than 2. Okay, stack dot size larger than 2, and then we say larger than 2 and stack dot size minus 1 is equal to the flexible and stack dot size minus 2 is equal to a left parentheses. So if we have this pattern, okay, then we say stack dot pop and stack dot pop. So we remove the last 2, then we try it again. Right, if it's larger than 2, then we do, and if it fit the pattern, we do it again. Otherwise, once we're done, right, once we're done with this, when we get out, if it's larger than 2, I remove, yeah, it's larger than 2, so if it's equal to 2, because I removed 2 at a time, so I remove 2, then it will be like 1. It won't be 0. So then I'll just pop it, because this pops the right parentheses, right? And then we'll keep going, we'll keep going, we'll keep going. So basically we will pop left earnestly, and in this case we'll also pop left. So it can be guaranteed that at the end, we will have something that's a mixture of left and flexible. Because in this case, right, if it's a left to right, I'll pop it, but we'll still have a left parentheses left, and then we might have some stars, and then we have another left. Yeah, so it will be a mixture of left and right, a left and this. So I cannot just do that. Now what? Now I can do the same trick from right to left, and we'll count, right? So we say flex count. Okay, so for int I equal to stack dot size minus 1, I large equal to 0, I minus minus. If stack I is equal to star, then I say flex count plus plus. Okay. Else, if flex count is equal to 0, then we'll return false. Right, basically this means we don't have any right parentheses to handle the current left. Right, if it's a left, and then we don't have any flex count. Else if this, else flex minus minus. So at the end we say return mod 2 is equal to 0. Alright, that's kind of, I don't even know what iteration it was. We have many iterations. Okay, is that right? Dear me. Oh. Huh? What the hell? Wait, we cannot compile this? Oh. Well, for one, this is in the wrong place. Oh, we have the same mistake. I don't know why we have make the same mistake over and over again. Okay. And these are not really correct. What? What in the world? Dude, this is embarrassing. I don't know, what got wrong? Yeah, it definitely is not. I don't know. I don't know. Looks good. I mean, I do have to use this, right? Hold on. Oh, I think we're missing this. Yep. We're missing a parentheses. Jeez. Alright, it's way too long. I have to stop here. I have other things to do. Gotta think about this. I think I'm stuck in the wrong kind of way of thinking. Gotta be an easier way to do this. Alright, I'll do it tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.